Hi and welcome to my channel. I'm MJ and this is the Burnout Horse. So lately I have been struggling to put into words what my autistic journey looks like and how it feels. And I think this is because I might be going through autistic burnout. It's about 6 months since I got diagnosed, and that has been, I guess, a journey of me figuring out how to appreciate how I see the world, and to embrace my differences rather than constantly see them as a negative. So looking back to when I was a teenager, or even as a child who was undiagnosed but obviously autistic, I kind of wish that, I don't know, that other people could have seen it in me. It has been a long journey for me to come to this realisation, and I look back and think of the earlier signs that I might have noticed if I was a child today, sort of thing. I've asked some of my family to think of me as a child and how I responded to the world and how I received information and how I behaved when I met new people or in social situations, and how I learned. And it's really hard because most people in my family don't really remember. They've got really bad memory. But the common theme is that I was just a really shy kid. I was a kid that was kind of full of anxiety. I had a lot of trauma in my childhood, so I think that I hid behind anxiety a lot. When I was in new situations, I was very quiet and reserved and placid, but I think I just always followed the rules. I was very polite, very well spoken, very considerate of other people's feelings, and I guess I've had a lifetime of having a high tolerance of being put in situations that I'm not necessarily comfortable with, but just getting on with it. I adapt to what other people's expectations of me are, and just fill that role. I guess I'm a bit of a chameleon, and I don't want to be. I've just spent my whole life accommodating other people rather than myself. So in the last 6 months, I'm trying to undo all of that and put my needs first and consider what I feel important to me, how I want to respond to situations, how I want to say no to things because I'm looking after me rather than accommodating other people all the time. As a child, I wasn't a very sociable person. I was kind of flung into situations with friends. Basically my mum's friends' children and I were kind of put together naturally, and that's how I developed friends, because my mum would shove me with other children. I didn't go out my way to make friends because I didn't feel accepted by my peers. I guess I was always more comfortable with older people. When I was put in situations with my peers, I didn't really know how to do that. I mimicked a lot. I kind of just watched what they were doing and copied them and seemed to get by doing that, unnoticed. And I guess my masking ability throughout my whole life has been super strong, that other people haven't really seen what's been going on behind the scenes for me. The confusion, the misunderstood, the kind of, am I missing a point, or why is no one talking about this? And yeah, just the whole feeling of being an alien in this world. That's how I was feeling inside, and I guess on the outside I just created this image and this picture of who I am and slotted into exactly what everyone else expected of me. I convinced everyone else around me that I was doing a good job at that, and I think the cracks are now starting to fall because I do want to be more realistic. I want to be more authentic and show the things that make me me, my little unique quirks, I guess. I want to say no to things, and I want to not necessarily have to give millions of reasons no is no, and that's fine. Other people seem to have completely an arrogance to an extent to say no to situations that they don't want to do, and I'm always like, oh, you can't do that. You just have to do what everyone else expects of you. But actually, it's so liberating to say, no, I've had enough. I don't have any more spoons left. I've reached my max of input. I need to process everything. I need to digest everything. I need to chill. And I guess everyone, as they get older, they kind of get into a state where they're like, nah, can't be bothered anymore. Or that's not what I enjoy. Why am I doing this? So that's where I'm at. I have really struggled recently, even getting into things that I do love. So I will read books, I will watch YouTube videos, I will listen to podcasts, and I will try and retain information, especially about autism, because that is one of my massive special interests, and I'm struggling to receive the information. Like I am kind of present but not engaging, and that's really hard. I don't know if it's just because I'm burnt out or what's going on for me. I'm putting out a lot into different areas of my life, my work, my family, preparing for Christmas coming. Everything's just taking up a little bit too much of me than I have at the moment. So it means the things that I want to receive and I'm choosing to receive from, I just don't have the ability to do it. I'm sure that must be a relatable trait. And I suffer with seasonal affective disorder, so I'm just also trying to be logical, thinking maybe that has a massive more impact on me than I'm realising. I am feeling very exhausted and I want to help myself more, but I just feel like sometimes it's just too much and too overwhelming. I have like a million emails in my inbox, most of them from work, and they're all regarding different things, different legislations and things, and it's just not interesting to me because it's work, but it's important, but there's just something in me that's just like, deal with it later. I can't deal with it. I don't have the ability to process the information. And that is really frustrating because it's kind of making me feel like I'm a step behind everyone. I need to keep up constantly, but I've done that my whole life. Like, I think why high school and education in general is really difficult for autistic people is because everything in life is about putting a mask on and presenting who you are to the world and what they expect of you. That something has to give, and if you're receiving input from literally every area of your life, when it comes to actually having education put in there, it's just a lot. So I feel I really suffered at school. I am dyslexic, but I think it's more than that. Like something wasn't working for me to receive information while I was being a student at school. And as a student in life, learning all the time, having to process information all the time for work, it's just a lot. I need to figure out a way to support myself better in this. And if you have any suggestions, then please give them to me. And as I learn them, I will definitely share them with you. Because I know this is a massive struggle for a lot of people, how to function. I guess it's executive dysfunction that I have, dysfunctioning, whatever the term is. I'm learning new language all the time. But yeah, I can't even communicate in this video right now, which is really annoying. I know I just have to get through this so I can then learn the language and how to help myself better. But yeah, I'll leave it there because I'm just going round in circles at the moment. Thank you for tuning in today. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe and share. I hope you have a really nice day. Take care. Bye.